Bon, on est reparti. On va les tirer sur les supports. Ok, il n'y a rien. On va pouvoir aller décrocher. Hein. Là-bas. Ok, ça c'est bon. Enlever le cric. Enlever le cric.
I didn't think that the weight of the plate was more than 900 kilos. Maybe we should take a closer look at it. Judging by the remains of the mutant, the plate is really heavy. Are you sure you can't carry it? I hope it was the only one here.
Débarque.
It doesn't look like we can carry it. This is a mechanic from some other game. You don't have any strength at all. It's time to go back. don't know what this monster would have done to us if it had caught up with us. But did you see its terrible animations? I've never seen anything like it. It's definitely the most creepy creature in the universe. It looks like a technical corridor. We can use it to go back so we won't have to crawl through the ventilation system. Some more traces of slime. The mutant clearly used the technical corridors. By the way, I wonder how many mutants survived the flight to the planet. Here's the way out, probably. And yes, I was right. We got back to Normandy. Great. I recommend that we get out of here as soon as possible. We can't install any armor plates. We can't steal any shuttles. So we have nothing else to do here. By the way, while we were running from the monster, someone patched up our holes and put armor plates on the hull. Probably it's the local repair team who worked on it when they noticed the identification marks on Captain Shepard's ship. So it turns out that we could have stayed in the shuttle all this time.
Je pense qu'on est pas mal. Oui. Je vais l'arranger lui. Retourner à la navette.
I don't think we should ever visit this place again.
On doit aller là-bas. Ah, on y va.
According to the number, this is one of the domed cooling modules. The extremely low temperatures overboard and the huge volumes of working fluids allowed the modules to maintain almost any temperature in the shell of the cores without unnecessary energy consumption. We could use something like this for the damaged core of Normandy. An external docking area inside, or rather, you could get inside and break all this out. That's it. You can dock now.
Nice. Défoncer les blocs de glace avec ça. Là.
I have no detailed information about the liner's cooling system in my database, but I'm sure you'll have to find something and break something. I wonder if you can call icicles icicles in zero gravity. Technically, they form in a different way, which means they must have another name. Orbicles, for example. Or, expandicles, bursticles, pressuricles. I don't know. I'll allocate one of my processors for generating the name, perhaps.
Ah ouais.
It looks like this is not a passageway leading to the dome, but a temporary storage module. I didn't know it was located in this part of the liner.
Ok, on va les stocker. Moi qui voulais pas faire de caisse. On retrouve avec 4 complètes. Hop, hop, hop. Reste là.
So it is. These are temporary storage refrigerators. Everyone who was lucky enough to die during the flight on the liner was placed here, and according to my data, there were many of them. Blunt force trauma to the head? Nothing interesting here. Interesting. The design of these refrigerators is not that simple. If I had more information, I could make a useful blueprint for Normandy.
Ok, on l'a.
Someone broke the refrigerator, froze the deceased, broke him apart, and then carefully put him back together. Very carefully, just like you. I advise you to throw this away before it melts. This boulder could be named in your honor. Just look at all the stuff it destroyed.
Attends, je vais revenir. On va les stocker tout ça. Et calme-toi quand tu couvres.
Everything is blocked with ice further on. It's unlikely we'll be able to break through. Interesting. The deceased has no pathologies or external injuries. He's healthier than you. Now everything is clear. I must say, it looks pretty accurate. Even died awkwardly, like the character in that series.
Ok. On fouille.
Amazing! I can't imagine how this happened, but by looking at the junction box in his hand, I can make a rough diagram of how to connect the refrigerator.
Ok, ici c'est bon, on va aller là-bas. Analyser le dernier.
I have no idea what it is or how it works. This is clearly not just simple steam, but something much colder, although you could get under the dome from here.
Ah là là.
It's hard to tell anything from these remains.
Attends, on va boire un truc.
This is a fairly common situation, which is a bit disturbing. Despite the damage, the nitrogen valve control unit in this refrigerator remains
ça, c'est
intact.
bon.
Very interesting. Looks like I figured out the general concept of integrating thermal control systems, even though I don't have an engineering chip installed in it. All that's left is to study the cooling system controller and figure out where to get the working fluid. Then we can assemble a cooling unit for Normandy. Simple as pie. Now it's clear. Turn the A02 valve all the way to the right, then the 3 nitrogen reduction valves. Turn the B6 valve to the left at a 30-degree angle. Don't forget to depressurize the valve. Well, or like this. All right, time to check the dome.
Ça marche aussi, hein.
The cooling system controller should be here somewhere. We're looking for some sort of a, box? No, probably a computer, or a room, or maybe a data block, or a barrel with a button. I haven't fully studied what it... should look like. Wait a second, this mosaic. So that's why your relative's face seems so familiar to me. A brilliant engineer, one of the creators of the core, and the father of artificial intelligence. It's him! Amazing! Are you sure you're not adopted? The crew was killed shortly before the crash. They didn't even have anything to defend themselves with.
Je vais revenir. Je vais revenir. J'arrive. Là, dans le bordel, merde. Voilà. Allez, on y retourne. Hop.
I noticed that it's enough for a human to get one hit in any part of the body to die, whereas coffins only die when certain points on the head and stomach are damaged. According to some sketchy fragments of data, I assumed that it might be the office of your grandpa and his team. Did you know that he was supposed to be on board the liner? Nothing of interest. Solids detected.
Passe.
The deceased is on the ship's crew lists. I've checked. I don't know why, though. It's a good thing you only need a pass from a corpse, but not the corpse itself. Apparently, your grandpa was supposed to fly as a crew member and monitor the Corps' activity. I wish I'd had a chance to talk to him.
Que des combis scientifiques.
All the equipment was destroyed, and someone took all the data blocks. Someone's been looking for something here. I wonder what it was.
C'est barre.
A masterpiece. Or rather, it used to be a masterpiece. Isn't this the brilliant scientist who disappeared with his grandson after claiming to have invented the portal gun?
Gunshot.
Most likely, the liner's core was remotely controlled from here, but someone broke everything. Did he know how to create ball lightning with his bare hands? What a great man. I remember that event.
Asneuil.
What a great relationship. It's amazing that the chicken obeys you at all now. According to my data, this planetarium has the most detailed map of the galaxy. We could really use it right now.
Putain, mais je viens de retourner, il y a encore plein de trucs là-bas.
That must hurt. Controller must be here somewhere. Here it is, the cooling system controller. I told you it looked like, this. Either the controller is broken, or we don't have access. In any case, I only need to examine its internals, so I suggest using a handy scrapper.
On va le skater.
Enough damage. I've made a blueprint of the cooling unit.
Trouver
You
la
can feel how hot my
fuite
logic
de 100
board
mètres.
is. No less than 85 degrees.
Attends, quoi? Parle de quoi là?
I knew you wouldn't say no. It's hot, isn't it? Just like
Ouais,
Normandy's
c'est bon, on a
core,
fait le
which we
bon
need to
choix.
cool down already.
C'était le même choix.
However,
Il y
I
a
have
tout de
some
gens.
unpleasant news for you. I found out where to find the working fluid for the cooling unit, but you are unlikely to like it. In any case, we will need a drill and moral depravity. I can't stop thinking about your brilliant relative. He clearly worked here and designed many of the liner's systems. Could the accident have been caused by someone who needed his body or the data from his office? Yes, that's right. The working fluid is inside of them in the area of the bladder. We really need it, but they don't. Another elderly person with cardiac failure. I don't envy their funerary spacesuits. It must be so stressful for them.
Perceuse. Merde.
It's the working fluid, no doubt about it.
Ok, on va aller faire ça tranquille. Ah, c'est par là. Encore moins par là. Où déjà la route? Pourquoi c'est fermé là? Ah, c'est là. Hop.
Cardiac arrest, a common reaction of an elderly body to G-force.
Voilà, au moins j'en ai quelques-uns. De gel de non-conducteur, c'est quoi déjà ça? Et un générateur. On est un, ça non? Bon, c'est pas grave. Électronique. Câble.
That should work. When installing it, don't touch the core's shell.
Ça c'est pour mon vaisseau ça. Ouais. Je vais dire une carotte. Il me faudrait une perceuse. Petite perceuse. Métal, batterie, ruban. Batterie, y a pas. C'est quoi le dernier? Métal raffiné. Ouais, j'en ai encore un, c'est vrai. Bah 11, Ah bon, on verra ça plus tard. Tout est là. Nice.
At least now you won't get fried inside of me and smear my lining with your combustion residue. It looks like Normandy is fully prepared for another acceleration.
Atteindre la station d'accélération.
Works and we are not destroyed on our approach to the accelerating station, of course.
Ouais, on a tous les modules.
No, there is definitely something wrong here. I tried to track the flight path of your relative's body using the information of the coffins we opened earlier. He disappeared right after you lost him. Moreover, the other coffins didn't receive either any signal about the destruction of the coffin or its coordinates.
Ah, le vaisseau il descend, il monte tout seul quoi. Il va vraiment d'un. Je préfère une moto. Hein.
It doesn't seem to be active, though.
On va l'activer. Hein.
We've received a friend or foe identification request from the security systems. I hope the unreadable number will really help. It works! The security system keeps sending us the request, but it's not taking any action. Great! Why are there so many coffins here? I can't tell what part of the ship this is, but there's something going on here. All my sensors are registering an incredible electrical activity.
Dedans?
What an old communications spaceship. It's debris at the station with Breathedge cores. The service airlock, it's intact. This is the liner's debris for sure, but I can't identify it. Another closed door. How original. I think they could have come up with something more interesting than that. I wish I hadn't said anything.
Ouvre la porte. Ah.
What the? I take my words back. I wish it was another closed door. Enough with this originality.
Et allez, la fête du slip.
The accelerating station is connected directly with those wires, or with these ones. But it definitely is connected, which means you can restore the power supply. Apparently, the coffins were pulling the wires, but someone killed them all.
Un thermobibron.
I assume only a robot could have killed another robot with a thermos. What an impressive size of this hull. I assume that we are the classified modules of the liner that belong to its central core. Only the chosen ones, like your grandfather, could admire them. Be careful, there's some activity ahead.
Oh non, casse-couille.
It looks like some of the coffins are still functioning.
Oh, dans Star Wars, lui, où?
What's strange equipment? I can't say for certain what it is, but it looks like some old data processor for basic artificial intelligence. It's likely that Coffins unplugged the accelerating station, plugged this thing in instead, and tried to... I have
Vraiment, je peux le détruire, je suis pas sûr.
no idea what they were trying. We just need to plug in the
Ta gueule!
accelerating station.
Fais-moi ton blaster. Mier. On va avoir meilleure protection.
It looks like there's a powerful, deadly, and unstable power source behind this airlock, and we need to get in there, of course. Someone broke open the control panel. I don't want to panic, but we can't open these gates unless I find a loophole in their locking system.
Gagné.
Hidden burglar-proof hinges. Mechanical action isn't possible. Judging by the encoding, there's a high-pressure hydraulic drive system built in here. We won't be able to move the doors apart. The gates are recessed into the floor and have bastion armored floor coverings. All the electronics are protected by double encoding and a hidden duplication system. The estimated average hacking time is 2 million years. At least 6 layers of a 6th class durability alloy. My sensors can't get any deeper than that. And here's its weak spot. Well, compared to the rest of the solid mass of the door. If we try very hard, we can leave quite a decent dent here in a couple of years. Probably. I think now I understand how these gates work. We need to check the central locking valve. Yes, I figured out how to open it. For starters, we need 3 live hamsters, 2 electrical tapes, a bottle, a grenade, about 20 kilograms of metal, wireframe, 2 motors but not too powerful, paint, or rather part of a paint spray can, and some small iron balls, only 200 or 300 of them. This game is worthless. No, seriously, why is there a door on a secret...
Regarde, parce que je suis prêt à battre un boss.
Protected object that you can just... Ooh. Forget about the door. I can't believe it. This is an additional small core of the liner unnamed. It's still
Attends, il y a des couilles en or à se faire. On va revenir. On va les voir. Et on va revenir. couilles en or.
Caution, there's a coffin on the control
Y'a que deux.
platform.
Je vais le chercher d'abord parce que je sais pas si ça va déclencher un truc et tard je pourrais plus venir. Bon, je sauvegarde au pire, je recharge.
It seems that this coffin destroyed all the others. I think that it's... No! It can't be. But the signal was lost. How is this even possible?
Le voilà.
Still, there's no doubt. It's definitely him.
Papy!
It's your grandpa. The coffin with your relative died in a battle with other coffins. I don't understand anything anymore. I know it's not easy, but we need to check him out.
Examiner, bah j'examine.
My dear man, if you're reading this now, it means that I didn't succeed. But you noticed my note on the fridge, or on the mirror, or in the corridor, or on the dresser, or on your forehead. Sorry, I tried to leave them everywhere possible. You must stop the flight of the liner, ASAP. I've been working as an engineer at the Scientific Research Institute of Space Development for nearly 58 years. And in the last several years, we have been fulfilling orders for the Breathedge Funerary Agency. I haven't told you much about my work. I'm so sorry. But it's not that important right now. I started to notice that the Breathedge Agency was making odd requests, and I conducted my own investigation. Now I'm sure they're not who they say they are. Breathedge is perhaps the biggest and most dangerous fraud in human history. Please, take this recording and our chicken to Boris Gromov. You do remember my old friend at the investigation department, don't you? Today I'll try to get
Pas de
closer
nourrir
to
le
them.
poulet, c'est la clé.
I need hard evidence. I love you.
De nourrir le poulet.
And don't forget to feed the chicken. She is the key.
Breathedge? No, I don't understand. So all of this could have been
Vérifie mon
avoided if you at
cercueil.
least washed your face? I don't know what to say. But it doesn't matter now. The main thing is that your grandpa knew something about the coffins, the disaster, and the company that created me. I'll try to decipher the tape and wait in case you want to bury your relative.
Enterrer grand-père. On va t'enterrer grand-père. Attends, il y a plein de trucs à récupérer. Hein. Après, est-ce que j'en ai besoin? Non.
Put him over there on the emergency eject platform. I should have recommended that the funeral protocol be followed and that you take the deceased to the shuttle, but with such damage to the coffin, your relative's body would soon simply spill out all over the deck. He didn't deserve this.
Il est lourd, grand-père.
Now we need to open the airlock and pay our last respects to this great man.
On va l'enterrer comment? Bah c'est ça,
He's been
il est
caught up in
enterré.
the planet's gravity. How beautiful. Wait a second. What is a neutron bomb?
Il y a une bombe quoi? Oh!
Oh, seems like reading notes isn't your thing. To be honest, I've no idea what fine you might get for destroying a potentially
Heureusement qu'on l'a
habitable
enterré.
planet,
Hein.
but I'll be melted down into a toaster. I'll definitely be melted down. What a shame. Or maybe... Can we just forget everything? Activating partial defragmentation of the data. Beep, beep, beep. Defragmentation complete. What happened to this planet? It was like this when we got here, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Okay then. I don't have a defragmentation function. It's time for us to get out of here and hope we die before the justice system gets to us.
Connecter la station. Connecte.
It's her again. Given the
J'ai envie de retourner
circumstances,
quand
I'm
même.
even more certain that this is another hoax and we shouldn't be distracted by her. Besides, she knows that we blew up the planet. Now we need to focus on activating the accelerating station and getting to the central core to activate the warp acceleration.
Hop, au moins j'en aurai 3. Allez, j'en ai pas besoin. Il y a assez de loot pour faire 10 bases.
I suppose that the blue wire leads to the accelerating station because it's written on it. Whatever you did it right. Now you only need to do the same thing to a couple of more places on the wire, and then the small core will be able to power the accelerating station. So, I couldn't decipher the compromising evidence, but I copied its contents so you wouldn't lose them. Now I think it's time for us to sum up everything that perhaps your grandpa put in here. Or maybe not. I have no clue what this thing might be.
C'est quand il y a une texture pas chargée, normalement c'est la texture par défaut. Hop. Ah, j'ai cru... Oh. J'ai cru que c'était un trou. Ça va aller, ça va aller.
It's the captain of the liner's chief assistant. Apparently, even the most important employees of the liner didn't manage to evacuate. I'm surprised you survived.
Le billet du Sikili. Va te calmer.
Poke the handy scrapper here. Great, there's one more left.
Troisième nœud. T'as combien de nœuds ainsi?
You need a handy scrapper here. Wonderful. You powered the accelerating station somehow, but I don't feel like explaining how. It's time for us to get back to Normandy before more coffins arrive. The accelerating station is active, so get close to it while I prepare for acceleration.
Ouais. On fait pas semblant, hein. On n'a pas le temps.
The station is inactive but intact. Probably it has no power. I suggest we find a place to
monsieur.
look around. Wait a second. The next
Non,
autopilot
pas
point has
eux.
the same coordinates that Babe sent you in the last message. So she
Casse-couilles ces gens-là. Casse-couilles. On 10 fois plus rapide que Mi. Les esquives, crevards. Du coup on est venu faire quoi là? Les coordonnées, mais où? En plein dedans. Suivre les coordonnées. Mais je fais quoi là? Je vais essayer de tuer les singes. Prendre le volant.
All right, let's go. I'll try not to reboot.
Et c'est parti. Ça va me retirer le boss là. Ça fout le bug. Yes.
It didn't work.
Marquer
I
le boss.
rebooted anyway.
Chapitre
Hate
3.
acceleration. We seem to have arrived.
Ah, ça fait du bien aux
However, I have
oreilles.
some good news and some bad news for you. The good news is that you've learned to control the
C'est le
steering wheel
pilote.
very well, and the bad news is that you're no longer in
Prenez main.
control of Normandy. It looks like an old magnetic acceleration airlock system, and the autopilot has taken over the control for forced docking. I don't know much about magnetic airlocks, but we probably won't be allowed to disengage without remote clearance for
Ouais, ça
departure.
fait du bien que le boss il s'est barré là.
Of course, your interlocutor can't be here. It's the debris of an old space station at the Breathedge funerary
Pourtant je me tape une
agency.
musique comme
We've
ça.
been in such a station before. No, one thing still bothers my mind. Like, I can imagine you, but how could Captain Shepard have bought into this babe's messages and routed a course here? This is beyond my understanding. We have arrived. As I said before, the magnetic acceleration airlock system requires departure clearance. We're stuck in here.
Ok. Là normalement... On est là. Ah non, on dirait qu'on est là. Hein. À la grosse boule, c'est ça? Je sais pas si... Ça peut pas être loin de la fin, j'en sais rien du tout. On est plus près de la fin que du début quoi.
Yes, now there's no doubt that this is an old magnetic airlock with an active acceleration system. I recognize some of its parts. We'll have to find the airlock control center if we want to leave.
C'est la première fois qu'il y a un truc comme ça. J'ai jamais eu ça. Ah, tuyau-t-il lumière. Petite lampe, elle est dans ma base. Hein.
Apparently, the
Elle me fait de
airlock
l'avoir.
hasn't been
Ça, faut que je
used for a
refasse
long
une.
time.
La grosse.
Now we just need to find the control center and try not to make any noise.
En faire de bruit.
You make an incredibly good tracker.
Un moumoute. Sans faire de bruit, comment on fait du bruit là-dedans? Du bruit. Oh putain, le porte.
Okay, I guess we can forget about the ladder and just find the control center.
Faire tous les mètres.
We've been to the debris of this station before. I recognize the outdated components manufactured by Breathedge 50 years ago. Coffins from the 20s. We've seen similar ones before. I recommend that you be extremely cautious, as somebody may have already discovered us and prepared a cunning trap. Both shot in the back of the head, about 30 years ago, judging by their mummification.
Peut-être le qui me reste à rechercher. Je peux pas y aller dans ma base.
This door doesn't creak. Maybe we'll even manage to sneak in unnoticed.
The masquerade is over, weak human. Prepare him to interrogation. Prepare.
On savait que c'était une fausse.
I'm confused. It's not Babe, is it?
Well. At last, you tell truth. I believe you.
Avec une carotte.
But it is not save you. You humans always to ruin everything. Everything went so smoothly. Our creator, under guise of a cosmic funeral, created an invincible army of robot coffins. Green Universe needed to stop the liner. We killed all, captured the core, and connect to the Great Mother Station. Power of the core allows our creator to control grand attack of coffins across the galaxy and take over the power. But humans from Green Universe were not able to execute simplest job and destroy our center with the liner and damage our Great Mother Station. Idiota.
Parce calmer.
But it does not matter. War already began. Since you not pass compromising evidence in time, the humans cannot prepare. The main attack will not be centralized without the core, but we are many. And we still capture the world for our creator. And you die. Take away and prepare for disposal.
Hey, it's not time to sleep. Can you feel my electrical zaps? Try to get up. We need to do something. Come on, get up, quietly.
Why does it move?
Shoot!
You didn't prepare it.
Dans une cage.
How do you wake up? You supposed to lie. Your body must not move. You spoil embalming compound. But it does not matter. Well, since you are so cling to life, weak human, before you die, I want to show you something. Yes, before you die, I'll show you this. And you cannot skip it. Whatever you do, you cannot skip these crawling letters. Ha 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 ha.
Press it, quick! It doesn't work. Does this game have any mechanics at all? It looks like this was our last chance. I feel sorry it ended like this. It was a pleasure spending time with you.
It's time to finish, weak human.
Oh!
To be honest, I thought we were done for good, but I should never underestimate your talent for breaking things.
Oh!
Okay,
Une de ces
we need to
carottes
get out of
bêtes.
this cage. I doubt the hinges on the bars are any stronger than anything you've destroyed before. Apparently, there were a lot of critical failures in their brains. Holding up without maintenance for so long, it's a mystery how they still functioned. Have we really found the owner of the ship that saved us? The handwriting is identical. It's nothing but fate that brought him here.
Ouais. Alors là, on va tirer, je crois. On va tirer. Je sais pas où. Ouais, la sortie, mais elle est où? Trouver la sortie. Comment? Aha!
We need to be careful. We don't know how many of these coffin bots are left here.
Il y a trop de loot.
There were clearly some experiments being conducted here.
Des petites serviettes.
I don't know what it is, but it looks like they wanted to pump a couple of liters of embalming fluid into you. These are old preservation capsules. They seem to contain
Je vais sauvegarder parce que...
the entire crew of this station. And this one seems to be the capsule for you. How terrible! They preserve corpses right in their spacesuits. I wouldn't want to be stuck here with your body for 40 years. The equipment is badly damaged. Even gravity has been disabled. At least the oxygen generators are working. By the way, how do you connect to them so quickly and imperceptibly on any debris?
Yes,
This
so,
is starting
ouais.
to raise questions. What in the world is this? No, this is too much. Apparently, we did find bait. It seems that the original version of the manual was seriously modified by someone. Apparently, even the creators of the coffin bots have no idea what their inventions have come up with. That is, if it was them who did it in the first place and not one of the local dead engineers. It looks like this is the only way out of here. I can see Normandy. I don't recommend flying too far from the station. We still need to find the control center, and we can't get into Normandy from outside.
Je vais dire, je vais pas me taper les casse-couilles, mais non, ils sont pas ici.
The remains of the cooling gel from the spaceship are scattered all over the area. Luckily, Normandy didn't get hit by one of these. What's it doing there? Aren't those your underpants? We have to be very careful. They're probably preparing an ambush for us. It looks like some kind of technical corridor. I hope we can get to the control center from here. I still can't believe that the Breathedge agency is directly involved in all this. If the robot hasn't lied to us, we need to send the compromising evidence before the massive attack begins. Otherwise, there will simply be nowhere to go back. I think there should still be some transmitting systems near the core, and for the sake of saving the galaxy, I would strongly recommend using them before we attempt to activate the warp jump.
Ok.
This place seems familiar. Isn't it where the coffin bots interrogated you? Looks like we found one of the station's control centers.
Allez.
I'm certain this part of the body was used to lure many survivors, and the entire history of mankind confirms it. Seems like the main systems are still working, unlike... This is interesting. It has a plan with technical details on connecting Breathedge's mother station to the core of the liner. Someone was seriously prepared. If it weren't for the Green Universe, the mother station would have indeed become a control center for millions of coffins across the galaxy.
Je peux rien faire avec.
Too bad. The coffin was connected to the control center, and it burned out along with all the connectors on the panel. I can't connect directly to it, but with your help, I can try to do it through the robot itself.
Heureusement que j'ai tout avec lui parce que...
Just try to saw it as quietly as you can. They're probably looking for us. All right, now switch that little receiver over there. Done. I've connected to... No. Oh, it's rusty. Ugh, disgusting. All right. Well, I'm ashamed to admit, but the robot no longer has a direct connection to the station. But it still has an unencrypted cache block, where I saw the most disgusting moments of this coffin bot's life. I also found the passwords for the doors and magnetic airlocks, but still, the absolute quantity of that abhorrent data was overpowering. We can go back to Normandy.
On l'a pas vu celui-là. barre. Oh. Il était pas sûr. Là, je vais rentrer comment là?
That's it. This is the end. They're on the captain's bridge. I don't know what to do. We're trapped.
Ah, on est pris au piège. Ah, on est pris au piège. C'est comment? Attends, c'est là. Ah, je me suis coincé. Non. Non. Bon. Je me suis coincé 2 fois. Putain, on est obligé de refaire tout ça. On est où là? Tu peux regarder, ah ouais.
It's locked from the inside. And this one seems to be the capsule for you. How terrible! They preserve corpses right in their spacesuits. I wouldn't want to be stuck here with your body for 40 years. The equipment is badly damaged. Even gravity has been disabled. At least the oxygen generators are working. By the way, how do you connect to them so quickly and imperceptibly on any debris? This is starting to raise
C'est pas grave, de toute façon, si on
What
oublie
in
un
the world
truc.
is this? No, this is too much. Apparently, we did find Babe. Something was being assembled here. Or someone was being disassembled. It looks like this is the only way out of here. I can see Normandy. I don't recommend flying too far from the station. We still need to find the control center, and we can't get into Normandy from outside.
Ça va, j'ai été coincé que 2 fois dans le jeu.
It looks like some kind of technical corridor. I hope we can get to the control center from here. I still can't believe that the Breathedge agency is directly involved in all this. If the robot hasn't lied to us, we need to send the compromising evidence before the massive attack begins. Otherwise, there will simply be nowhere to go back. I think there should still be some transmitting systems near the core, and for the sake of saving the galaxy, I would strongly recommend using them before we attempt to activate the warp jump. This place seems familiar. Isn't it where the coffin bots interrogated you? Looks like we found one of the station's control centers. We could have... I'm certain this part of the body was used to lure many survivors, and the entire history of mankind confirms it. It looks like the doors are locked. Password required. I wouldn't recommend breaking them. Back in the day, they used to make alloys much stronger than modern ones. headphones, and besides, someone might hear us.
The fuck.
Seems like the main systems are still working, unlike this coffin. Too bad. The coffin was connected to the control center, and it burned out along with all the connectors on... This is interesting. It has a plan with technical details on connecting Breathedge's mother station to the core of the liner. Someone was seriously prepared. If it weren't for the Green Universe, the mother station would have indeed become a... Just try to saw it as quietly as you can. They're probably looking for us. All right, now switch that little receiver over there. Done. I've connected to... No. Oh, it's rusty. Ugh, disgusting. All right. Well, I'm ashamed to admit, but the robot no longer has a direct connection to the station. But it still has an unencrypted cache block, where I saw the most disgusting moments of this coffin bot's life. I also found the passwords for the doors and magnetic airlocks, but still, the absolute quantity of that abhorrent data was overpowering. We can go back to Normandy. Just be as quiet as possible. Something's wrong. I think they're waiting for us behind the next door.
Ah, je suis pas passé par là. Il y avait pas ça? Si. Je l'ai vu au cas où. Il y en a un passé par là. Ne me dis pas que c'est mort. Personne a bugué. Je peux passer que par là. Ouais, mais non, il y a la tôle. Je peux monter sur ça?
This is undoubtedly the same ship with the cooling gel that you launched in an unknown direction. Amazing.
Il doit y avoir autre chose. Décroche ou que le poulet le décroche. Le poulet peut encore le décrocher. Il a pas été entraîné pour ça. vais sauvegarder, je vais me laisser mourir pour voir ça fait quoi. Faites ça là. Et allez, ça fait la fête. Nouvelle porte. Poulet dans le dos hein. Ouais, pas d'endroit où tu peux passer hein. Passe où là? Euh... Ah merde. Voilà. Ah bah ouais mais... C'est ouvert ça? Ah j'avais pas vu. Je sais pas si elle l'avait tout à l'heure. Ok, on sauvegarde.
It's too quiet. Be extra cautious. Ready your weapon. It's about to get hot. I'm going to melt under this stress. It looks like they're too smart. I think they've set up an ambush right outside Normandy. The coast is clear. They're trying to lure us into the shuttle. This isn't good. Try not to damage the shuttle if shooting starts. That's it. This is the end. Where's the ambush? Did I turn on the suspenseful music for nothing? Never mind. It's time for us to leave. Clearance for departure received. There's only one step left. The coffin bots wanted to connect the core directly to the ship with the mother station, and we need to do something similar with Normandy. It will require a huge amount of energy to travel on the pleasure shuttle to the habitable sectors, and as I've already mentioned, the core can give us that. If we're faster than the core exploding, of course. And yes, since there is no babe, we must... What?
Quoi? Elle est vraie ou elle est pas vraie? Je veux savoir. Hein.
It can't be. We saw the robots die. We won't fall for this a second time because... Hey, easy there. You'll make me... Could you be more careful? We almost crashed. You won't fall for the same bait again.
Chapitre 6.
We need to send the
Alors, attends,
compromising
chapitre
evidence all
Chapitre
over the
5, il est où?
galaxy and connect to the core without blowing ourselves up. We don't have time for non-existent survivors.
Hop là. Ok. Du coup, on va s'arrêter là.